Hi everyone, Miss Turdick here, and today we're going to play a game called Feeling Crabby. I certainly hope this game doesn't make you feel crabby. I just decided to call it that because we play this game from the crab walk position. So if you're somebody who's in grade 1 or 2, we've had a lot of practice with crab walk. If you're in grade 3 or 4, we did the crab walk back in the fall when we did team relays. So let's get ourselves set up for feeling crabby. So you don't need to have a super big space in your home. In fact, a smaller space makes things a little more challenging for this. I don't have the biggest home, and so I've chosen to use my hallway. But before I got started, I made sure that I'm in comfortable clothes, and I made sure that things that could potentially injure me, like furniture, were pushed out of the way. Remember to have a trusted adult supervise you, and you can even ask your trusted adult to time you as you're doing this. You can compete either as an individual by trying to break your best time, or you could compete against siblings and try to see who gets the best time out of the siblings competing from your family. So what you will need are a variety of objects. I've chosen stuffies. And these pushins work really well because they have a nice flat bottom so they stand upright. And I've also chosen cereal boxes as my obstacles, okay? Really anything works, but you just want to make sure that the object that you choose is heavy enough that it can stand upright on its own. You also want to mark your starting point. So for marking my starting point, I'm going to use some masking tape, but again, if you don't have masking tape at home, just choose an object that you know will be the starting point so that you're starting at the same point consistently each time, and other siblings who are participating are starting at the same point as you. Also use an object or masking tape to mark a finish line. I've already marked my finish line, so we will get a starting point set up here. So I'll just set my starting point on this tile there, and I know that I'm going to be starting from there. For an added challenge to the game, you may want to go through your obstacle course, not only in crab walk position, forwards and backwards. You may want to try going through in crab walk position, kicking a ball at the same time. So I've got a mini soccer ball here. If you don't have a small ball this size, you can take a bunch of socks and ball them up to create a ball shape. Okay, so either way will work fine. If you are planning on doing the ball put activity and you don't have a ball, you can use the same set of socks that you've balled up for the ball put activity as well. Okay, you will need to have a timing device as well as paper and a pencil for recording the results of the competitors. So let's get ourselves started in a crab walk position. So to do crab walk, you want to sit on the floor. Okay, you want to put your feet out in front of you and making sure that they're planted firmly on the floor. Okay, you want to keep your hands just slightly behind your hips, and then from there, you're going to elevate your bum. Okay, so being in crab walk works your core, which is your tummy muscles. It also works your upper body, and it also works your upper leg muscles. So this is actually a really good exercise. So if you're in grade 1 and 2, you'll remember in Phys-Ed, we've practiced walking forward in crab walk, and we've practiced walking backward in crab walk. So before you get the game going, you can take some time to practice your crab walk. Now, if you find that it's difficult for you, and for some people it will be, you're welcome to participate in this by scooching along on your bum, like so, okay? So that's an option if you find that crab walk is uncomfortable for your wrists or your shoulders, or you can kind of do like a half and half. So you could do crab walk for some of it, scooching on your bum for another, okay? So really, any variation works. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to position my pusheen stuffy like so, and I'm going to position my hands at my starting point Okay, so the backs of my hands are in line with that tape that I've put on my floor, and I'm going to get going through the course that I've created. And you can see that I've made it a little bit challenging for myself to get through. And what you want to do is try to be able to go through without knocking anything over. And you can see that I've rolled up my carpet there so it doesn't get in my way. And there we go, there's my finish line, and I've finished feeling crabby. Now, I'll quickly demonstrate how to do it with the soccer ball or the balled up socks. So I'll make my way back to my starting point. And let's try the soccer ball. So this time we'll go through maybe the opposite way. So what you want to do is just kick that ball very carefully through your obstacles. Now this is a little tricky, but that's okay. Just takes a little more patience. Oh, now my ball's getting away from me. Here we go. Now this is going to be challenging. Set myself a bit of a trap with the carpet. And we work our way through and we get to my finish line. And so there we have it, feeling crabby. You're also welcome to go through backwards. So I hope you've had a lot of fun with feeling crabby. Take care and have a great day.